In this episode, we uncover the darker side of open reading frames, or the O.R.F., that were meticulously engineered into the virus we now all know as SARS-CoV-2. After having covered the less destructive open reading frames in the last episode, we will now delve into the more insidious ones. O.R.F-19 stands out as one of the most troubling open reading frames. Research logs from 1999 to 2005 detail a sequence that significantly amplifies viral replication, designed to accelerate spread. This was uncovered in People's Liberation Army virology studies and is directly linked to experiments at WIV. Documents from the early 2000s reveal a gene enhancing viral entry into human cells. Tested on bat coronaviruses, this gene was designed to boost infectivity. This enhancement was critical in creating a virus that could easily spread among humans. Military reports from 2003 to 2008 outline a gene-modulating host inflammatory responses intended to exacerbate disease severity. Traced back to the research carried out at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, O.R.F-29 was crafted to amplify the virus's ability to cause severe symptoms and long-term health issues, and is a likely causative agent in what is known now as long COVID. One of the most striking features of SARS-CoV-2 is the presence of a furin cleavage site at the S1/S2 junction of the spike protein. This site, absent in other closely related coronaviruses, facilitates efficient viral entry into human cells by enabling the spike protein to be cleaved by host enzymes. Compounding this is the use of CGG codons to encode arginine within the furin site, a rare occurrence in coronaviruses. These codons are frequently used in laboratory settings, raising questions about their origin, and is further proof of human intervention in the virus's development. Adding to the virus's uniqueness is the discovery of a proprotein convertase subtilisin and kexin type 9 PCSK9 cleavage site within the spike protein. This site, alongside the furin cleavage site, enhances the virus's ability to bind to human receptors and facilitates viral entry. The PCSK9 site also interacts with pathways linked to high LDL cholesterol levels, potentially exacerbating cardiovascular complications in infected individuals. Genetic analysis has revealed sequences within the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein that bear uncanny similarities to HIV-1, GP120, and GAG proteins. These inserts, while discontinuous in the primary sequence, converge in the three-dimensional structure to form part of the receptor binding domain. This feature was specifically designed to enhance the virus's ability to evade immune detection and increase its infectivity. The incorporation of 1-methyl-pseudouridine into the viral RNA further complicates the picture. This modification, commonly used to stabilize synthetic mRNA, may contribute to the virus's ability to evade immune responses and sustain high levels of replication. Additionally, our lab tests indicate the virus appears to drive fibrinogen misfolding, leading to the formation of amyloid-like clots. This fibrinoid amyloidic pathology, unprecedented in human blood, suggests a novel mechanism of disease involving amyloidic and prionic pathways. The data presented here by Pure Media Australia, derived from leaked lab records and internal PLA documents, paints a clear picture of the genetic modifications that turned SARS-CoV-2 into a global threat. Each O.R.F. was designed with specific functions: O.R.F-19 to amplify replication organ, F11 to enhance entry, and O.R.F-29 to exacerbate severity. These O.R.Fs, combined with the furin and PCSK9 cleavage sites, CGG codons, HIV-like sequences, and the 1-methyl-pseudouridine substitution, create a cocktail of genetic features that drive the virus's pathogenicity. The turning point in uncovering the bioweapons' origins came when a brilliant chemist encountered files written in a phonetic scrambling language. This code was designed to obscure the true nature of the work, making it nearly impossible for outsiders to decipher. However, one determined researcher, with the help of some handy software, tackled the challenge head-on. Approaching the task with the curiosity and persistence of a child dismantling a toy, the researcher methodically pulled apart the files containing the scrambled language. The software provided crucial support, but it was the researcher's knack for spotting connections, recognizing what he had, and untangling complexities that ultimately led to the final act that cracked the code. Once decoded, the files revealed a wealth of information, exposing the collaborative efforts of Soviet, American, and Chinese scientists. This breakthrough shed light on the mechanisms behind the bioweapons creation, piecing together how systemic disruption, immune evasion, and heightened infectivity were engineered into the virus. The data presented here cannot simply just be ignored or swept back under the rug where we found it. This information is not mere theory. It is documented fact and is derived directly from leaked lab records and internal PLA documents. This evidence is the undeniable and damning confirmation of the genetic modifications that turned SARS-CoV-2 into a global catastrophe. Each open reading frame was designed with specific functions. O.R.F. 19 to amplify replication, O.R.F. 11 to enhance entry, and O.R.F. 29 to exacerbate severity. The virus we now know as SARS-CoV-2, a lethal disease birthed through a combined lineage of Soviet, Chinese, and American parents, matured via forced evolution and weaponized via genetic manipulation, was designed to be the perfect slow-kill bioweapon. It stands as a testament to the combined skill sets of three powerful nations working in tandem, each contributing their own unique elements that turned SARS-CoV-2 into an unprecedented universal disaster. The shocking revelations and the creation of these troubling open reading frames leave no doubt that this virus was engineered with a specific intent. We now believe that we have discovered an all-new fibrinoid amyloidic pathology that has never before been seen in human blood. This episode forces us to confront the reality of what can happen when bioweapons research crosses into the realm of genetic engineering. This bioweapon was born from a triad of collaboration, and its global impact will likely take years for us to realize. We hope this episode serves as a stark reminder that secrecy and collaboration can, and often does, lead to catastrophic consequences. The world must confront these truths if we are to ever see any form of justice. Join us on the next episode, where we will start listing each O.R.F. by its pathogenicity and lethality. It is our greatest hope that by the end of this series we will have presented a clear picture of the creation and function of each O.R.F.